Traits, ideals, bonds, flaws have been removed entirely.
Thank the fucking Lord, because no one was filling that shit out. Today, we're going to be doing our show that we do. We are going to chat about weird and wonderful and maybe even goated rules changes in 2024's D&D 5e. I've already looked at the monster manual and it's pretty cool. I like the monsters, but I haven't actually looked at the core rules and like the spells and how those are different. So we're going to be looking at that today. What is up?
I just...
What is good?
I had the thought I was going to go... Oh, no, keep doing it.
No,
I'll actually do it.
No, this is clearly more important.
No, it's genuinely funny. Do it. Keep going. Keep going. The bit's not funny if you don't... The bit's funny, but we have to get there. So to get there, you have to keep talking and keep doing what you were doing.
To get there, I have to keep talking.
Yes.
That's very specific. It'd be really funny if I just didn't say another word for the rest of the bit. Doesn't have... But yeah, I'm not a very like litigious D&D player, so I'm not like I don't have like my head around the fucking rules as it is. So I'm gonna be learning both editions as we go. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm like that's different. You're gonna go. I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I'm sure you can't cast vicious mockery while you're riding in a carriage because
you can.
You can
because it's verbal.
And there we go. Case in point.
Anyway, Kael, what are you painting today?
That was the bit?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it's worth it.
Yeah, it was good.
Don't turn your car on.
What? Oh, yeah. Kael, you're not yes-anding me here.
You're right, yeah. Finger blast your car, Hayden. Hell, I'll watch.
Bit weird. Anyway, D&D.
I'm gonna yes anyway.
Yes, anyway. Yes.
D&D.
Yes.
Oh wait, okay, so we've done the introduction. Show off this week's minis. What are you painting today, Hayden?
That was good. That was good. I respect that. Thank you. We'll be here all week.
Yeah. That was Primed Clueless. See you next week.
Yeah,
You alright? Okay. So, we're going to go through some of the rules that have changed. So they're going to be basic like surface level rules, not going to get too far into the weeds.
Yeah, we're not going to knit and grit.
Nah, we haven't seen any of these rules changes, or at least I haven't, have you?
The only thing I know about the 2025 rules, because I actively stayed away from the rules, because like D&D 1 is also still in production, like it's still being looked at and still being worked on, so I'm like, I don't want to learn a new set of rules to then learn a new set of rules.
Yeah, but it's like so alien that it might as well be a new set of rules, you know?
Yeah. I mean, the only things that I know are the weapon mastery, and because they were made readily available on D&D Beyond.
You don't know your times tables?
What part of that sentence made that joke make sense?
Oh, I don't know, the part where you say the only thing that I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I meant the only thing that I know about the D&D.
Where's your badge? Where's your badge and your fucking gun right now, dog?
Why?
Fucking joke police.
No, I was genuinely interested where the fuck it tied in to that. I was like, times tables? Did I say like, oh yeah, the only divide? What? I don't know. Cal, you're being a bit silly.
It's alright, stick with me, kid. You'll learn a few things.
Oh yeah.
So you were talking.
Yeah, anyway, Sherby time. That was horrific. Kael, you've crossed the line.
This is...
Hello.
Primed and Clueless.
This is 1D&D.
Oh, this is 1D&D.
They're not... This is like... They've advertised it as like patch notes for 5th edition because they don't want to tear people away from the...
Oh, they like
5th
backpedaled.
edition, but they have no plans to make another edition past this. In the same way that like, they're probably just going to do it in like 6 years.
What episode is this? Like 45? For the last
36.
yeah, same number. for the last like so many episodes, I've gone like, I don't want to learn the new rules. Because one D&D will come out soon, and you're like, you've been wrong for the last like 2 years.
I just googled it.
See?
It's called Adrenaline Bella. You can Google it.
Yeah, but did you Google it and then go to an article, or did you Google it and get the AI response?
Yeah.
I went to Reddit.
Just as bad.
Just as bad.
I went to Reddit and somebody asked and said, will there be more after this? And everyone in the comments was like,
No.
they've not said.
Yeah, the way that Wizards of the Coast is going, I don't think they would put money into D&D after this.
They've spent billions and lost it all.
Yeah, well, because they went like, hey, you know the time and effort you put into your home games and the things that you make that like make the community, we own. Sorry, and then everyone went, fuck you, and they went, whoa! Where's the hostility coming from? What's going on here?
We're never getting Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves 2.
I don't know if that's a bad thing.
These are the definitive rules for Dungeons and Dragons for the foreseeable future.
Woo!
We'll see if we like
Interesting.
them or not.
Woo!
Am I not allowed to add some fucking audio to this?
I was just like, woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
I'm having a great time.
You sound like that game, you know when the square red blocks go back and forth? The stack it game? You sounded like that for a bit there. Woo! Woo! Are there arcades?
And
Oh, you only played Deal or No Deal with the big buttons? And...
yeah.
Yeah.
Slimy ass machine. Anyway, playing the game.
Oh yeah, notes.
Heroic Inspiration. Use it to reroll any die immediately after rolling it. No longer just d20s, and you no longer need to use it before rolling.
What do you mean before rolling?
So like,
What?
previously you'd be like, I'm going to use this before I roll.
Like your inspiration?
Yeah, whereas now you can get your result and be like, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
That was the rules as written, that you had to be like, this is a really crucial moment. I want to make sure I succeed, and then you roll with advantage or you roll twice.
Yeah.
Rather than like, oh, I fucked up. Oh my god, I have inspiration. Clutch moment, not
You're
like...
supposed to choose.
Yeah.
You're supposed to choose. Now is my inspiration, and then roll your two things. That was the original rules.
Yeah.
New rules is
Don't have to do
fail,
that.
and you're like, oh.
I didn't like that. Don't like that.
I think that is a good change, because like you said, like it allows you to be like, oh, I've got this.
More player agency.
Sorry.
Are we nearing divorce? What's going on? You won't even look at me during.
What? And humans get heroic inspiration after a long rest. What the fuck?
Excuse me, what?
Humans get inspiration after a long rest. Heroic inspiration after a long rest.
Dang it.
This is why we have Drunken Monkey in the chat. Because, like...
We couldn't make
He's
them
read
read
the
the
book.
whole rule book
No.
today, so I've just condensed some stuff down.
So, like,
that I thought these guys would be like, that's interesting.
The Player's
The
Handbook.
hot takes of the book.
Player's Handbook's been out since 2014. Have I read that? No. I flipped to the Tiefling and Half-Elf sections, and that's all.
The pages got sticky and you moved on.
What do you want?
The hide action, there is now a base DC of 15 to succeed to hide. Are you saying that... What happened there?
I dropped some Sherby in me pain, alright?
That's why you don't... I've always said this. You never open Sherby over an open wet palette.
You have, actually.
I've always said that.
In between verses on your Gangnam Style video.
Don't help me like that.
Anyway.
Wario. Can you cut to my paint cam? Wario. He just looks like he's going for some absolute honkers.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's the vibe right now?
I'd say read the room, but no one could.
Anyway.
I don't know where to start.
See, this is good because this is a rule that I didn't know the original ruling for.
I think
so I was like,
no
oh,
one
there's a
played
DC
by
for
it.
hide? That's cool.
Because I think no one had like a definitive... Because there's like passive perception, and then there's like the active perception and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Whereas like... It's just like... You just like go based by like what is happening. Because if you like...
Thank God, that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, like you just go based by what is happening around you and all that kind of stuff. Because
It's like, oh, this number is
God.
impressive. You're hiding.
yeah, because it's like when there's a number between like 10 and I want to say like 15.
Okay,
that's when you go. Okay, let's go case by case here. But when it's like above 15, you're like, yeah, you hide. Or if it's below 10, you're like, I don't know if you do.
Especially if you're a rogue.
That's your thing.
Yeah, like...
Also, rogues 9 times out of 10 have like a +8 to their stealth anyway.
Yeah.
So they're always going to get above a 10. So you just kind of go, yeah, sure.
And like, who else is hiding in combat? Nobody is the answer. No one else is hiding in combat.
The upsetting thing here is that it makes low-level rogues really shit.
Yeah, because you...
DC 15 is really high. For like
you're saying that minimum, or roughly 50-50, you're going to hide.
Yeah.
Which is not something that you should be able to reliably mess up, or like reliably like gamble.
You're the rogue.
Yeah,
That's your thing.
Yeah, it's a bit odd. I don't know if I like that rule.
No. So
I think that's poo.
we got one win and we got one miss.
Not happy, 2024 rules. Not happy. Already at 50%. Not on.
That's still a passing grade.
Yeah, well,
I went to public school. I farmed C's, bro. Don't even...
I farmed C's.
Yeah, man.
I just tried to Google it, and I couldn't even get it from Google. I'm not 100% sure how the original hide rules work. I roll
I'm pretty
passive
sure it's
perception.
passive perception based on like people are like that are in the.
Yeah.
If I roll it, if they're in eyesight of you when you go to hide, then their passive perception kicks in. If they have no idea that they're even looking for you, it's their passive perception minus a little bit because like they don't know. Like if your passive perception is like 30 and you get a 25, but that you don't know to look for you, it's like you still hide.
Yeah. My rolls are passive perception, and then if they're actively looking for you on their turn, then they can roll perception.
Yeah.
And if that beats your stealth.
But also, in what situation or what game of D&D can you sit there and go like, the situation doesn't impact the rules at all? Like, you'd have to play such a robotic game of D&D where you'd go, oh, this situation that you're in,
That's like...
the rules don't, like, the rules are, doesn't matter, the rules are the rules. It's like, well, no, there's so many factors at play that the DM has to go, no, like, it is like, I've already established that there's a lot of fog on the ground in, like, this town, and you're a halfling, so you could probably hide a little bit better than someone who was like a Goliath, and also that's a thing to take into consideration.
Yeah.
If your character is naturally smaller, then they are bigger, and it's like, well, just like, there's so many things
also,
that I think
you have
rules...
reliable talent.
Yeah.
You just hide 100% of the time.
Yeah.
You never fail, because you can't roll lower than a 10, and then...
Well, is that, I mean, in saying that, is that a rule that
maybe they've
is...
changed that. That's one thing we didn't go into, is...
The races and not the classes.
I didn't go into the classes and the changes to the classes because I think that's an entirely different episode.
Yeah, that's a
whole other beast.
That's a
This
different
is
beast.
just general rules of how 24.
Me when I see first class.
There is some mention of spells in here though.
There is a
One
mention?
spell.
Is that a content warning?
It is a little bit.
For barbarian players.
I don't know what a spell is.
Alright. So
I can't spell.
combat. Opportunity attacks have changed from a hostile creature to a creature you can see.
What?
So if you want to take an opportunity attack, right, don't you have to be
I
hostile?
don't like this.
It doesn't have to be hostile creatures, like. It can be just fucking anyone.
It could be Bloomin' Gary.
Yeah, Gary could be like, I'm gonna move, and you're gonna be like, no.
So you can smack your mate?
Yeah.
You
So it doesn't have to be hostile, just be a creature that you can see that moves?
What purpose does that serve?
Or caster spells.
Oh, so if... I mean, that's some metagame shit. If you walk past someone, they go, I have Warcaster and I'm a cleric, slap you on the ass, cure wound as you go.
Maybe.
Or like bless as you walk past.
Because that's not an attack.
No, it wouldn't bless, it would be a touch spell. So yeah, it's cure wounds as you walk past.
But like, you wouldn't need an opportunity to smack a friend on the ass. Like,
I mean...
if you've got that kind of relationship and the smack also does lay on hands, then like, sure man, go for it.
Cure wounds is huge.
I'm spreading them.
Yeah, reaction... Like, that's some, like, min-max character,
works.
like... How
That's
that,
interesting.
Ugh.
I mean, if you want to build your character like that, so when someone runs past you, you give them a little Cure Wounds, go for it. I don't want to play that character though.
I think it's also like if you're not necessarily in combat with them, or like.
So if someone brush past you on the street and you get a free reaction, inflict wounds.
Or maybe they haven't attacked you yet, so they're not hostile, but they're leaving a range and you're in combat. You can still get them.
If you're playing with a DM who goes, the spell says you have to target a hostile creature, and I wouldn't really rule them as hostile because you're making the first action. If you're playing with that DM, leave the table. Because that is some weird nitty gritty.
Chocolate Monkey says hit your barbarian so they still have, so they stay mad. Because rage says they've been hit.
Rage, I mean, not to be like, but the rules for rage did change, and it's like bonus action maintained now, I'm pretty sure.
See, this is why me not knowing jack shit about shit is a boon.
Did you not know that barbarians needed to be hit or do damage to maintain a...
No!
You do, if you spend a whole turn on rage as a barbarian and do nothing and can contribute to nothing and get hit by nothing, then you lose your rage.
That explains why characters in Baldur's Gate 3 have just suddenly been losing their rage.
Also, that means that, like, that's why that, like... that barbarian class that gets a point of exhaustion when they drop their rage.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important. Because it's also they've changed it that if you make an attack, not if you hit. Because if you fumble 3 attacks and then you don't get hit, you lose your rage.
It was do damage, not make an attack.
It's like pool.
Yeah.
How?
If you don't hit any of the fucking balls, like, the other person gets 2 fucking turns.
Gets 2 goes.
Yeah, you never played snooker.
I just didn't know what you meant by it. It's
that
like
barbarian
cool.
class doesn't exhaust now.
What?
That barbarian class, yeah, which is good because that makes no sense. The pretty much the only ability in any character that was like, oh yeah, point of exhaustion, which means that your barbarian, who is probably based on standard array, not very good at any stats besides athletics and maybe dexterity-based stats, is now dog shit because they're rolling with disadvantage on fucking everything else. Because in standard array, and the way the barbarians are built, if you don't have your 3 stats being strength, con, and dex, you're worthless.
Exhaustion is also arguably the worst thing you can quite possibly get in the game. Although they changed the rules for exhaustion, so who the fuck knows anymore?
Dang it.
Yeah. Next rule, movement. You can now move through an ally's space freely. In the 2014 rules, what happened, Kael?
Those weren't the rules?
My god. In the 2014 rules, the occupied space counted as difficult terrain.
That's cool. I actually kind of like that.
That it counts as difficult terrain, or that you could... It's crazy when you learn the rules.
So you like the OG rules more in this situation?
I do, because it makes sense, like, thematically. It is a little bit annoying, though, from, like, a gameplay perspective.
But it's also like with theatre of the mind, you can't run... But it's also like a situation where a halfling takes up the same amount of squares as a Goliath or a Minotaur.
Like having to do the, like, I'm just going to sneak right past you.
Yeah, whereas, like, I'm pretty sure halflings actually had an ability where it didn't cost them extra movement to get through. Like, that was a thing they just had.
So this is where specific, like, race stuff is cool. Because it's creative and it's really interesting, and it seems like they're doing away with a lot of that shit, which kind of sucks and is very sad and stinky.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
The movement?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a bit like, it's a case, in my opinion, it's a case by case. If they're like, if you're standing in a 5-foot doorway and someone goes to walk through it, it's like, yeah, it's going to be a difficult terrain because it's not their turn, they can't move. Whereas, like, if they're standing in the middle of an open field and you want to walk through them, because that's how you have to get, like, otherwise you're doing, like, a weird, like, 2-step, weird diagonal thing. I'm like, just walk through them.
Yeah, I like it being difficult terrain, because it's, like, it's not impossible. It'll just, like, impact your ability to move to your fullest extent.
Yeah, it's also, you're not stopping going, excuse me, sorry, pardon me, coming through. It's like, you've got 6 seconds.
Yeah.
You are barging through them, minimum.
Yeah. You're doing a cool flip. Tell me how you do a cool flip over this person.
That's another thing. You're like, do you want to, like, slide through their legs because they're a bigger thing than you are? Like, cool. Give me an athletics or an acrobatics check to, like, slide through their legs. You roll well? Cool. You're back on your feet. You roll badly? It's an extra 5 feet of movement, and your character might have a cool interaction.
Yeah. Oh dear. Okay.
But I do like that. I think it's the player's handbook. It's not a rule change they did. It's not enforced, but it's something they did add to the player's handbook, where it says before you make a character, talk to your fucking DM. Hey, you know the person who's like running the game? Maybe talk to them. Maybe have a chat. Figure out what kind of character fits in their world.
No.
And if it doesn't, find a way to find a middle ground. Find a middle ground, Kael.
I forget his name, but the dude who was performing with Critical Role here in Australia, the TikToker.
Yeah.
He had a really fun line where it's like, my character's a half vampire, half mosquito, and it's like, we get it, it's a vampire, you fuck.
Jesus. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah, and I never want. This is a separate tangent. I never want to say no to someone's character, but I have had some homebrew ideas where I'm like, this is just not great.
Which one of mine was it? I don't think I've ever come to you with a homebrew.
You never come to me.
And I give up forever to touch.
I know you would. So, next rule. The surprise condition now just applies disadvantage to the surprised person initiative roll. That's smelly.
That's weird.
Because getting a surprise round is really sick.
But it's also really broken for one class.
True. But like, I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, if you have a bad, like a big bad or a boss, then I'd definitely use that because like, it does lose all of their aura if they are getting surprise rounded on.
You know what you're doing?
What?
You're throwing a curveball into the mix that's based on a situation because that's what the rules are. They're not rules. They're guidelines for this game.
Oh damn! I'm playing the game.
Yes.
Fuck. I just wanted to talk about the rules all day.
Oh my god, it's fucking crazy. Like, don't call it the rule book.
Kael, we can't see.
Can you see mine?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm putting blue on his fucking legs. I am.
He's blue.
He already looks way better. I'm very, very glad I'm doing this.
I was gonna say.
Dragon Monkey, it's not in the talking points. If you want to put it in chat, you can.
Wait till Hayden learns the new alert feat. Oh, I remember reading it and going, what the fuck? I could not tell you what it is though. I know that they changed it and it's strange.
Yeah. I think broken record. It is going to be a case by case thing. I think ultimately I don't like this. But I think if you saved it for bosses, that would be a cool boss feature. Or like a cool like legendary creatures get this or like something like that. But if it's every enemy, if Boblin the Goblin is going to like whip his head around and immediately detect you, then like what is the point?
Yeah, these rules on paper are good. Like they're fine, sure. If the stat blocks of characters are like, this character is not like is immune to this rule or like all that kind of stuff, it's like, okay, that's interesting. But I don't know if it is a thing. So,
because like also if you need to hand out immunities to your rules to make some of your enemies interesting, then why did you implement the rules?
I mean, because then like it does throw a curveball into the mix. Like you've established a status quo, and then you go, oh, by the way, this character not affected by what is being said.
Yeah.
You gain the following. This is alert feat. You gain the following benefits: initiative proficiency. Not mad about that because it does then mean that if you take it at level like 3 or 4, it is different than if you took it at level 20. That's fine. When you roll initiative, you can add your proficiency bonus to the roll. Yep, that's proficiency. Initiative swap. Immediately after you roll initiative, you can swap your initiative with the initiative of one willing ally in the same combat. You can't make this swap if you or the ally has an incapacitated condition.
I think that's kind of awesome. Because it encourages teamwork. It's like, oh, you're doing a thing that hinges on you going before me, go for it.
It also does allow for like heroic moments where you can be like, this is not my fight. You need to be the first one to act.
Yeah.
It gives an advantage there that isn't normally there. Because what, you just get advantage on initiative previously or whatever it was? Lost.
For the alert feat?
For the alert feat? Like you couldn't
Sure.
you couldn't be surprised.
You couldn't be surprised when you had a +5 to initiative.
+5 to initiative.
That's what I'm saying. Like
So
it's
there
actually
are classes
proficiency
that,
based.
like going first in initiative you don't want to do, right? So it makes the alert feat open to people who don't want to go first. They want to roll, and then they want to be like, actually, I want to go last. Like
Yeah,
some
they're-
clerics and stuff, they don't want to go first.
If you're a cleric that's built around the idea of like being reactive, that's fine. If you're a cleric that's like, oh, I want to cast Bless before anything starts, it's like that's the character that you're playing.
Yeah.
So you build this around that.
And there are some combat examples where you're trying to like draw the enemy in and then do stuff.
Yeah.
So like you could opt to do that as
Also,
well.
imagine, right? Take this. Your barbarians, like, I'm going to be at the front, they get mobbed. They
Yeah.
roll initiative, get a nat 1. What do you go? You go before me, so you can rage and not die before your turn.
Yeah. It seems like it's going to be a pretty clutch feat to have, actually.
At least one person in your team taking it.
Yeah.
And then, what? As a cleric, you also take Warcasters, so when someone runs past you, you slap on the ass and give them cure wounds, and you go, yeah, good go now, buddy.
That one was a bonus one. Do you want to take this next one?
Yeah, sure. 2-weapon fighting is no longer limited to melee weapons.
What?
So now you can shoot with your offhand with a crossbow?
Light crossbows. So any weapon with a light property, you can hold in 2 hands. So you can shoot a crossbow in one hand and have a rapier in the other.
Oh, okay.
Which is, like, interesting, so you can, like, you know, shoot someone close range and then or shoot someone far away and then stab someone close range. It also means that you can play a character that shoots people close range.
Wait, you couldn't do that before?
You can do it with disadvantage.
No, but like, so many minis have a person that has a crossbow in one arm, one hand, and a sword in the other. You tell me they're just taking turns with that shit? Oh, well, I'm glad that's no longer the case.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it also means
They
if your
have
assassin
also-
is set up good first round, then rolls a 1, someone can swap. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
other thing.
They did also change the rules on how stowing and interacting with weapons work. You can just do that shit now.
Oh, thank the
You can just-
Lord.
Oh, I never ruled anything less.
Yeah.
Which, when we get into weapon mastery, you can do some crazy fucking combos with multi-attacking because you can just swap your weapon willy-nilly.
Oh,
And
God.
it makes melee builds and like fighters and stuff finally fucking interesting.
Yeah.
But
Instead of just like, I'm making 6 attacks and I'm doing the same fucking thing over
Yeah.
and over and over again. And oh, the wizard just blew up a world. Don't worry, I'm gonna hit the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
If
also, I
you're-
do like that. I know the optimized barbarian build at the moment is so silly. It's like with daggers, if you attack with a dagger and you're proficient in it and you're master in it, you can then do an offhand attack for free. So if you have 2 attacks, you can make 4 attacks, which always add your strength and your rage to the damage.
Ruh-roh.
So it's like people just play like dagger barbarians because
Oh.
they like there's like you roll a d4 for daggers, right? So you go 1 to 4, but you're plussing like a 6 if you got a 4 like to your strength and a 2 to your rage damage.
Jeez.
So it's like +6 every time minimum.
Oof.
So we were like, yeah, I'm just gonna build a barbarian
Yeah,
with daggers.
classic barbarian weapon.
Yeah, not the great axe or the maul or the great sword
Nah.
or the long sword. No,
No.
just daggers.
Dagger boy.
Just stabbing them.
Unarmed strikes can either deal damage, attempt to grapple, or attempt to shove the
You
target.
can read below for the specifics on that one.
Grapple now allows the target a choice of strength or dex saving throws,
Which is huge.
not an opposed athletics check. Okay. So if you're grappling someone who's like noodly and dexterous,
They can
they can
You rolled to hit and they roll a saving throw.
yeah. Same applies to getting shoved. And unarmed strikes, you're gonna punch someone, you can be like, no, I might grab them actually.
Which also means that opportunity attacks, you can grapple someone as they run away.
I guess,
You want
yeah.
to share with the class?
I suppose that is what that means, yes. But like, you would have to be unarmed, right?
Yeah.
In order to grapple or shove people.
Well,
Yeah.
I wonder with the free stowing weapons thing, so we can do that shit just whenever.
Put your weapon away at the end of
Yeah.
the combat.
Take a weapon away on your turn. Makes monks a bit more interesting.
Yeah, that's, yeah. Because like,
Monks needed it.
weren't those like key point things before?
Like
Like you could trip people and that sort of
yeah,
stuff?
one of them, like the was it Way of the Open Hand did that? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So you don't really need that anymore, which
Paladins
is cool.
can smite with armed attacks too.
Holy
Yeah.
moly.
So you can punch with the might of God.
That's
Yeah.
actually really amazing. I can't wait to be a paladin that just yocks people. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Just absolutely punched in the nose and then just divine smited.
Yeah. Imagine getting like oh, you got something on your shirt flicked and then
I think this opens up a lot of crazy meta options, but that's D&D. Womp womp. It's cute. It gives more. No one is ever on striking unless they're on luck. So
yeah.
But also, like, if, like, you know, people complain, like, oh, like, this is the meta, this is all that kind of stuff. It's like,
ban it.
ban it, or, like, don't play at that table.
Half the tables I know don't run silvery barbs.
Yeah.
Even though it's a legal spell.
Oh Jesus.
Like, yeah, sure. It cannot be fun sometimes. Don't let it happen. I played Curse of Strahd and I got rid of Remove Curse.
Yeah.
Because it just made the whole lycanthropy thing really annoying.
The what?
Like, people being werewolves.
Oh, I thought you said
Because,
the
like,
trippy thing, and I didn't hear that
Lycanthropy.
I didn't hear properly.
Because if I was going into a place called Curse of Strahd, I would bring Remove Curse.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Also,
also,
like,
like,
that shit. I was just like, you're not going to be able to cast it in Barovia was my rule, so just don't bother picking it.
yeah,
Every curse is the strongest and most fucked up curse you've ever seen.
yeah.
Because it was made by one man who was named Strahd, and he's awesome and epic, and I love him.
Yeah. I felt so bad. We were playing a campaign in Icewind Dale, and I was like, my favourite race to play is Goliaths. And they have built into their race cold resistance. So I went into the campaign with cold resistance, and I was like, I feel really bad about this, but I also just want to play a Goliath.
Yeah.
Like, it felt so like I'm gaming the system.
I kind of did that to myself with Sundered Hearts. So I was trying so hard to not do D&D 5e stuff. So I was like, yeah, a whole new set of races. There are humans, bird folk, and fish folk, and that's it. And with fish folk, I was like, well, if the submarine, like if water gets into the submarine that they're on, that's like the main threat of being on a submarine. The fish folk player will just be fine.
It's not a TPK, it's a 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
And the bird's gonna have a rough time. The human might have a rough time, maybe right.
And it's not like the player was like, I want to be a mermaid. It was like, you can only be a mermaid.
I had a party of 3 flyers and 1 ground character.
Ugh.
And the ground character just kept dying because every combat that they went into where there wasn't flying people, the poor person on the ground just took every attack.
Yeah.
And the people up in the air then had to just start not using their fly ability so that their team member wouldn't just die.
Yeah, I'm fortunate enough that, like, in the campaign that I'm running, like, I think 3 people can fly. 2 can just do it. 1 has an ability to do it. So it's like, it's a mixture. I've just got to also make sure that every encounter kind of has a form of range, otherwise they are fine. Like, they are absolutely laughing. Which is not fun when you're like, oh, I just flew and, like, I'm not part of the combat anymore. I'm just rolling dice, and if I hit, I hit, and if I don't, I don't.
Yeah.
What's next?
What is the next?
Is this me?
I think so.
Same applies to character creation. Traits, ideals, bonds, flaws have been removed entirely.
Thank the fucking Lord, because no one was filling that shit out. Like, you are either not filling it out because you don't know, or it's in your 10-page PDF backstory.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, oh yeah, here's the suggested, and it's like, what? Oh, I stole because, like, my mom couldn't afford any bread. It's like, okay.
bonds the boys back home.
The boys are back in town. Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool, man. Because it's also like, it's something that you write by yourself as you're making the character, which is like, it kind of encourages you making those big story decisions without talking to the DM.
Yeah, like,
You know?
like, oh, I'm gonna, like, write a bond. I don't know how many characters I've been given where I'm like, where are your flaws, bonds, and traits?
Yeah. I mean,
dog, you didn't even put your character's height isn't put in here.
bonds?
What is?
Absolutely. But like, that's like, it's not required.
No.
You're going into an adventure. They're gonna forge new bonds.
Yeah, it's always like I always like start off because I'm like, there's like times where I've played as a group and we've been like, we just know each other going into this campaign because we've been around each other building our like characters together. And I'm like, yeah, my bonds are the party members. I'm like, that's that. Like, I don't want them to die. They don't want me to die.
And that's valid. Because otherwise, what reason do you guys have to like fucking stick around? You know.
Real quick, someone in chat said, "Yay, Grit, Mayor of Goodmead." So that was the character. That was the Goliath that I played. His name was Grit. He accidentally became mayor of a town, and I said to the DM, "Can I retire my character so he can be a mayor? And like, I won't like tell you everything that he does, but he'll retire and be part of like be the mayor." And he went, "Oh, you'll be fine. Like, you'll be able to control like being a mayor." Like on the go, like you don't have to retire the character. I know how much you enjoy playing the character. Yada yada yada. He died next session.
Awesome. Dean was like, no, don't retire the character.
I will.
I will.
And it was gut wrenching.
Yeah. Because that town has to hold another vote now.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck?
And the funniest thing was, one of the players at the table, their character died, and it was such like a bullshit way that they died, and they came back with a like the ranger class that like is like the one you take, but when you get like a bonus attack on the first round of combat, like that stuff, that rogue.
Beastmaster.
No. Hunter? Yeah.
Hunter Ranger, yeah.
No. Yeah, it was like Gloomstalker, Ranger, and Assassin. They came back with that, and the DM was like, I shouldn't have killed the character.
That shit's so good.
Gloomstalker, Assassin. Yeah, they came back with one of them, and it was just like playing with an absolute like trebuchet of a character.
Yeah, because you like hide and seek, and then when you seek, you seek no more.
The amount of times
that thing's dead.
The amount of times they looked the DM in the eye and went, "How are they seeing dark vision? They can't see me."
Yeah. Oh my god.
And the DM was like, there's a bit of torchlight.
Yeah, Rangers are awesome. I love Rangers so much.
Yeah, that one class is pretty good. Anyway, Kael, next step.
Oh, it is me next, isn't it? How fucking joyous. The new step-by-step for character building.
Step by step.
Ooh, oh, you want to take this one? Do you want to? I thought it was my turn.
Gonna get to East or West.
Sorry, is your name Kael? That makes two of us.
No.
The new step-by-step for character building is as follows. Step 1, you choose a class. Step 2, you choose an origin. So that's your background and your race, which they've turned to species. And then you do your ability scores. So they've done it into 3 easy steps, which, yeah, that's cool, I guess. I feel, I don't know. I think it's because I'm used to how things are now. But like people love building their characters and like doing all of the crazy shit. So it being distilled to 3 steps like this is like, I do like that background and species, like background has been folded into what species you do, because backgrounds didn't really do shit except for like.
No, I don't know anyone that had like come to me and gone, according to my background, I know a guy in this town. It's like, what?
Wanted one because it gives you the most shit. It gives you like 3 proficiencies, like a language and a tool and something crazy.
Yeah, there was stuff like I picked my backgrounds 95% of the time based on the proficiencies, or based on the weapons or equipment that it gave you to start off with. Like one of the characters I had, I was like, one of the things it like just gave you was a broken blade. I was like, cool, I'm gonna write my background around, like my backstory around why I have a broken blade.
Yeah.
Backgrounds give you a feat now, or like an ability.
Yeah.
They've made backgrounds really important in 2024, which I like. Especially with the changes from race to species, has finally gotten rid of a lot of like bioessentialism, which is really good. Because it's like, just because you are this race doesn't mean you have those things. But then it also means that they did take it a step too far.
Yeah.
And got rid of some good, interesting flavor as well.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with it, I guess.
But I ain't spending
But yeah,
more time.
specifically with the order, normally you would pick race first, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was race then
So now
class.
they're being like, pick your class.
But I'm like,
A bit around that. I love that.
no, I prefer like to start off with like, how was I born?
Yeah.
I wasn't born a wizard.
Who were you and who did you become?
Yeah, that's the best way of putting it. Who are you and who did you become? Because like your class shouldn't like it's like no one's background starts with like I was a fighter and I am always like it's like no. What was like what happened before that?
Yeah. Like what led you into a life of fighting?
Yes.
I'm happy for you guys to go till 8 on this one, so you've got 10 minutes.
Okay, speed through it. When multi-classing paladins and rangers levels round up when determining your spell slots. Previously, they rounded down. I spent a full year in a cave and learned absolutely nothing. That's my backstory. It's true. That's the funniest thing. I asked my players, I was like, give me secrets about your characters. One of them said, I'm a cleric who spent a year in a cave in isolation to study my god and to learn more about them, and I learnt nothing. And I'm like, that is the funniest thing. Like, that is the funniest thing as a background as a
Because
cleric.
like, what do you do now?
Because like they're still devoted to their god and they're still doing godly things, but they learnt nothing because they thought isolation was how you spoke to a god.
Yeah. Oh dear.
And it's just, and like I can't remember who, but someone in the party has that like because we handed out secrets and I like dispersed them to the party, and someone in the party has that. They know that. They know that they spent a year in a cave and learnt nothing.
Yeah, that's a hilarious secret.
A god that connects through voice, by the way, because I didn't make a full pantheon for this campaign. It was just like the god, like the Aether and her voice, the Wrath and her waves. Like that was like the god entities, and it was like the Aether and her voice, and was not spoken to in a cave.
Jesus. Some spells have been changed, most notably Counterspell.
This is fucking huge.
This is crazy.
Read this shit, Kael.
Counterspell
And
is...
then I'll tell you how it actually works now.
Do you know how Counterspell works right now?
Yes, I was about to read the new.
Okay. So you know how current Counterspell works.
I don't know if I do now. Now I'm doubting myself.
What does current Counterspell do?
Counters spell. You can react. It's reaction.
Do you know the intricate nature of like what, like if it's so, if you cast a first level Burning Hands and I cast a third level counterspell, it's counterspelled.
Yeah.
If you cast a fourth level Burning Hands and I cast a third level counterspell,
It's not.
it's not immediately.
Yeah.
Then it becomes a roll.
Oh, okay, that's
It's a
cool.
check. If you roll plus your spell.
Counters
plus
spells.
the ability modifier. So it's like sometimes spells cannot go off, but only if you're casting counterspell lower than the other spell that's being cast. Read this shit.
Counterspell. Reaction.
What are you giggling at?
When you see a creature within 60 feet of yourself casting a spell with verbal, somatic, or material components, so that's just spells. Every spell.
Yeah.
You attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell.
I will say before you go on, if you can, as a sorcerer, you can remove, like if you cast like Vicious Mockery and it's only verbal, you can remove the verbal components and nothing happens and it just happens,
Yeah.
which means that you don't meet that criteria.
It also specifies seeing as well, which the original rules.
If a creature within range did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas
so
that's like,
invisible people now.
Can
Not
just-
counterspell at all.
Damn.
Which like they did try to like errata on Twitter afterwards to be like, oh actually invisible creatures maybe shouldn't be able to just cast shit. Like shouldn't be able to counterspell, sorry. But it continues.
Yes. You attempt to interrupt a creature in the process of casting a spell. The creature makes a Constitution saving throw.
Yep, sure.
What? Okay. On a failed save, the spell dissipates with no effect, and the action, bonus action, or reaction used to cast it is wasted. If that spell was cast with a spell slot, the slot isn't expended.
Huge.
Yeah.
How is this both good and awful?
Fucking huge.
So Constitution is wild because spellcasters don't.
They only use it for
Podcasters-
concentration.
Or that's the thing, is it's like, it kind of has to be Constitution because it's the same as Concentration. So it's like,
They have to be in the same vein.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
it's the same level of disrupting magic.
Mm.
And most spellcasters should probably have high con because their HP pool is quite low. And also they're going to be making con checks for their concentration.
Mm-hmm.
The not losing the spell slot is
Yeah.
huge. And I do love that because counterspell sucks. It's so necessary,
Yeah.
but by golly gosh, is it the worst thing ever.
Like if you're a player and you're like, I'm gonna do this spell, and it's like, well, counterspelled and also fuck you. No more resource.
Yeah, or you cast your 9th level spell, counterspell.
Counterspell and you
I'm
can't
gonna
do
cast it
anymore.
at 3rd level as well, but because I have such a high plus to my like roll as well, because I'm fucking Vecna, it doesn't matter. I counted your 9th level spell. My little 3rd level spell. Don't cry about it. You've lost your only 9th level.
I've
Yeah.
played at your table high level twice, Jules, and both times there were counterspell situations.
It's like, as someone who runs high level D&D, it's counterspells every fucking round. Like 4 at least around. Every stat block I'm running has like counterspell. It's just a free reaction. Like, it's so necessary because you can't get rid of counterspell unless you get rid of like every other spell above fucking 4th level.
Yeah.
Because you can't have a world where power word kill exists and counterspell doesn't.
Yeah, you can't have spells where you sit there and go, no one can do a thing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it just becomes like, I counterspell, your counterspell, this counterspell, and this counterspell. And yeah, sure, it's cool. and
The
everything,
daisy
whatever, but
chain, working that out is also really fun. It's like,
Yeah.
wait, who counted who's... Wait, so you did a spell, you counterspelled it, and then they counterspelled your counterspell.
And it's cool because you can, like, yeah, you can bait NPCs into counterspelling to get their reactions gone as well.
Yeah.
Without having to expend the spell slot, which is really sick.
Yeah.
Whereas before it was like kind of not worth it, but now you're like, oh shit,
Mm.
that's like an actual tactic you can use.
It's like, okay, cool, your spell got countered. I'll cast it again next turn.
Yeah.
And that's the like,
Yeah, the threat's not over.
I think that is what is needed.
And having
Because
to
you can cast counterspell so many fucking times.
Yeah, having to wait an entire fucking round in order to do the spell you were planning to do is still punishment.
Mm.
The punishment was you did nothing.
Yeah.
And they cast that third level spell to make you do nothing.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of huge. I might
So-
honestly implement it.
We have 5 minutes left, and we have the biggest part.
Okay, let's go.
Oh my god, there's so much left, and we are not even close.
Let's go.
It was more of a just that you guys go through and read whatever
So,
you want.
weapon mastery, right?
Uh-huh.
The brand new mechanic added to D&D that allows martial classes to tap into 8 mastery properties, each of which associated with particular ranged or melee weapons. So specific weapons have specific abilities. So for example, cleave. Great axes and halberds have the cleave property. It allows you to use heavy weapons to hit multiple opponents with one massive swing.
Yep.
Whenever you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can make another melee weapon attack to hit a second creature you can see within 5 feet of the first. On a hit, the second
Yeah.
target takes damage equal to the weapon without any ability modifiers. Stuff like that. The most interesting one, I'm skipping through Grey's, is Nick. The Nick property allows you to make an additional attack as part of your attack action whenever you wield a light weapon in both your main and offhand. But be warned, according to the 2024 Player's Handbook, this does not mean you can make a third attack as a bonus action. Instead, this property allows you to free up your bonus action for more tactical moves like spells or whatever else you might have up your sleeve. Doesn't say what it does.
They're supposed to, but if we...
Anyway, so what it does is when you make an attack, for example, dagger, light hammer, sickle, or scimitar, if you make an attack with one of them, you can make a second attack for free.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Push. Great club, pike, warhammer, heavy crossbow. The push property allows you to push a creature of large or smaller size up to 10 feet away in a straight line. Perfect for characters needing a little breathing room to pull off a ranged attack.
Yo.
So this with like stowing weapons
And dual wielding.
and dual wielding means that fighters are so much more diverse. Is the
Shit sounds fun now.
It does. The fighter class that like gives you this shit. What happened to that? Is that still a thing?
When we go through classes.
I'm excited because if you can do all that stuff with just base weapons,
Yeah.
and then on top of that, that's crazy. I love when weapons are like they're different. So it's like
You have to learn these skills. You have to become a weapon master and learn these abilities.
Yes. Because like certain I doubt warlocks like Hexblade warlocks have any of this. I doubt. I mean, I would say that they shouldn't because it's like they haven't mastered the weapon. They just know how to use it.
That's cool because like you could be a fighter who just has a shit ton of weapons on them, and you're just like rapidly switching between each of them and doing crazy shit. Like that's really cool.
There are combos you can do now for when you're like attacking with two things. You get to trigger two different things for the weapon mastery, swapping out weapons to do different combos. On this turn I give you this, and this turn I give you this.
There's like you now like fit that like
Feels
movie
like a
stereotype of that character that's like I have like 45 guns, but like D&D where it's like I have a scimitar on my back, I have a short sword, I have a great axe, I have a dagger, and I have a light hammer. It's like why? You don't use any of them. Like, well, yeah, because I mean, why would I attack with these when I can do the great axe that does the most damage? It's like, well, this is why now. You can actually like push people off a cliff reliably, or you can do if you're like, I have to hit these two things, but I don't want to like one attack will kill one and one attack will kill the other. Cleave, cool. I'll get my great axe out for that, my halberd. And it's like you actually like feel like your decisions with what weapon you attack with matter, and it's not just I walk up and smack him twice. Cool, I did 30 damage. All right, wizard, rewind time.
Yeah, because normally huge. Excited to see it in Critical Role Campaign 4.
Yes, because they're playing with that. They're playing with the new rules, which will be exciting because that's how I learnt the old rules.
Yeah.
Which will be a nice like nostalgia hit.
Because normally playing as a fighter sometimes feels like playing as just like a fucking NPC bandit.
Yeah.
Because you're like, everyone's like, I've got a weapon that was given to me by an ancient evil that has now chosen me as its bloodletting apparatus.
I've got a great sword!
I am using my crossbow. I've shot my crossbow.
Alright, I've shot my crossbow. What was that? Oh, you're gonna use your 3 Eldritch Blasts and then you're gonna use a bonus action. You're gonna quicken spell 3 more Eldritch Blasts. Okay.
So I've just done a D8 damage.
Yeah.
Just one.
Oh, you've wished that the enemy's just dead.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
You've commanded him to shit himself.
Oh, yes, of course.
And now he is prone.
Through shitting?
Yeah.
Damn big poo-poos.
Yeah, fucking fighting for his life, dog. Have you never had to go prone?
Prone from shitting?
Yes.
No, I can't say that
It's like planking, but in reverse, but like the cheek suction into the ball.
Anyway, we're gonna leave it there. That's our D&D
keeps
discussion.
you up, like the friction of it.
That's our D&D discussion.
That's why it's like shaped like that.
That's our dump and duty discussion.
If you go in and then like move, it's like a like you like lock yourself in. It's pretty awesome.
Paint. Okay, what are you painting? Anyway, we're gonna be back after the break, and we're gonna be talking about something new. Just kidding. Primed Clueless is back with Prime Picks. Woo. Right after this, shortly scheduled. What? No, right after this.
Right after this, shawty.
We miss you already is out the window. It's now what it is, shawty.
What it is, shawty.
What it is, shawty.